Sabrina, I'm Ariana. Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's great to meet you.
So, how was it like as a writer and a first-time director? What was your favorite scene to see come to life?
That's a very good question. The first day when we walked on set, it was amazing to see the first stuff kind of come to life and see it both as I pictured it and both completely different. There's this one scene, it's actually towards the end of the movie, so without giving too much away, where there's a scene with Madeline's character, Olivia, her parents, and the police. And there's this one moment in it where she, at the end of the scene, gives this look to the camera that is just exactly how I pictured it when writing it and when prepping it. And that was one of those moments where I was just like, we got this.
Would you say you relate more to Olivia or Izzy? Because I'm unfortunately very much an Olivia. Like when she's refreshing to see if she got into Stanford, I'm like, I feel like I do that in everyday life.
Yeah, Olivia is definitely a big part of me. She obviously, we're not like her in a lot of ways. She pushes her reality to the extremes and is not, a grounded, healthy person in a lot of ways. But the type A nature, the very focused on one specific goal, sometimes with blinders, is an element I have in myself, and something I felt particularly at that age. I felt so focused on, things working out the way that I needed them to, or that I thought I needed them to. So definitely relate to parts of her character for sure.
And why do you think it was important to have social media to be a part of the story?
Well, social media is just so linked to high school these days and growing up and our entire lives. For me, it's less about social media and more about the way characters relate to social media and relate to each other because of social media. But, I think about the pressure I had in high school, and we had social media, but not on our phones all the time like they do now. And it was already horrible. And so imagining how bad it is now to already, trying to come into your own, to already be facing these pressures and add that in is something that I think is really important to be discussed, and something that we're not going to really know how it affects people much very soon, because those people are still growing up. Kids have cell phones in, elementary school.
Yes. And so the movie explores kind of complicated female friendships, especially in high school. Why do you think they're so complicated? And
Right.
because I feel like a lot of times with males, they'll meet someone in kindergarten, then they're best friends forever, and it's
Yeah.
less of a peaks and valleys.
Yeah, I've always thought too, when this is such a generalization, but when male friendships when they have a fight, it's very much I'm going to say what I'm feeling and yell it out. And a lot of times with women, it's a little more subtle and a little more sneaky. And I went to an all-girls school like the one in the film, and people would say, okay, well, there weren't boys, so there must be no drama, and that was so not true. Because I think sometimes when you're a young woman and you have these friendships that are so close and they're so codependent, where the lines of, do I want your friendship? Do I want to kind of be you? Do I want your approval? Are blurred in a different way.
Yes. And the movie also features an unreliable narrator, at least to me. I'm not sure how much I'm trusting of Olivia. Why was it important to have that? And how was it like to write that? Was it a bit fun to have an unreliable narrator?
It was so fun. She's, an anti-hero. It's all from her perspective. So I love when viewers question, okay, did this actually happen? Did this happen like this? And, we play with a few of those moments where Izzy, Chloe Bailey's character, will say, no, I thought you did that. I thought you did that. And you don't know if Olivia actually thinks that or if she's manipulating her. So it was very fun. But the reason is just because she's unreliable to herself. She's caught up in this anxiety, pressure, grief. She's extremely unhealthy. And so she is creating her own reality as we go along, which is why, as the audience, we should be on that ride with her.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, and congrats on your first endeavor as a director. I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon about more projects.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much.